I think that it would be really important to encourage experimentation in the classroom with the students. So what that would mean concretely is allowing the students to be able to try new experiences, to try and find how they would learn best for themselves, and giving them a safe environment for them to be able to try different things and fail and to succeed. Encouraging technology in the classroom has been one of the most disruptive and innovative approaches to education. Most recently, just to name a few examples, recently this year I was in Uruguay and I was able to witness an English classroom where there were about 20 students who were in a physical classroom outside of Montevideo, but they were listening to an English professor who was teaching them from Montevideo. And so this professor was actually able to reach them from her classroom in the big city, but was able to communicate and to teach multiple different classrooms all throughout the city. So the need for her physical presence to be on that one specific campus wasn't necessarily necessary, but it was incredibly effective in being able to allow more students to have access to this type of education. In addition to that, in the field of science, we see more and more virtual labs that are being invented, where students are able to do a dissection that they might not have been able to do beforehand through the means of virtual reality, or to be able to participate in a chemistry experiment in a virtual lab. For educators, I would like to encourage them to embrace technology. It's not necessarily there to replace them as a professor, but to be able to help support them and be able to give them the time that they need to be able to concentrate more on the student and the emotional support for the student. I would say also to encourage and create a safe environment for experimentation in the classroom, letting their students try and fail and not necessarily having this failure seem like a black spot on the student's record. And I would also highly encourage professors to experiment with different teaching methods and with more project-based learning that would allow the students to have more hands-on experience in the classroom. For today's and tomorrow's students, I would just encourage them to not be defeated by failures on a daily basis, to keep pushing and realize that trying and failing is all part of the educational process. That's how we all learn. I mean, just like when we were learning how to walk, when we would take a step and we'd fall over, that helped us to learn to gain our balance and to move forward. I have found that the Reimagine Education Conference has been incredibly inspiring. We have people here from all over the world who are sharing new innovative ideas. It's because of this conference that I was able to go to Uruguay and to hear about the Plan Ceibal. With this conference, I've been able to see some of the ways that educators here in the US are trying to innovate in the domain of education. I am seeing new innovative universities that are changing how it is we would perceive the traditional degree and the traditional school environment. And we have many different companies here that are also very eager to see how educators are implementing these new ideas in the classroom.